if we're honest about it, there are some things God does that we're not crazy about. And one of the things that I think a lot of people have trouble with God about, Christians have trouble with God about, is God, if we're going to be honest about it, he tends to like the wrong people. The people we want to like, the people we want God to like, he seems to move sorts of people that we don't really want to put in that category. Let me show you what I mean. In Acts chapter 8, there's this guy named Philip. He's one of the early leaders in the church. And God does this thing where he just sends him off into the middle of nowhere. And it says in chapter 8, verse 27, so Philip started out, and on his way he met an Ethiopian eunuch. And if you know the story, Philip then proceeds to lead that man to a relationship with Christ. And there are a couple problems with that phrase right there. He met an Ethiopian eunuch. For one, he's an Ethiopian. That means he's not an Israelite. He may have been Jewish and just lived down that way, or he may have been somebody who racially was not Jewish, who had converted to the faith. And matter of fact, the way that he reads the Bible makes me think he probably was somebody who was new to the faith. So he doesn't look right, but there's something even bigger. It says he's a eunuch. And eunuch means, how do I put this? Below the waist, things aren't normal. Which means if you come at him from a sexual perspective, he wasn't normal, what we call normal. And a lot of Christians don't want to love people who aren't normal. But God did. God sent Philip all the way to the other side, way south, way on the road, to take this one person who wasn't normal and bring him to Jesus. And according to legend, he started the church in Ethiopia, and the church in Ethiopia still exists and thrives. Because God took somebody who wasn't normal. And so we need to be okay when God chooses to love the wrong kind of people. Because when it comes right down to it, I'm the wrong kind of people for God to love too. And so are you. And that's today's Jumpstart.